Japan's self-defense forces fire Type 88 anti-ship missile during joint military exercises, successfully striking a decommissioned Philippine Navy vessel in waters facing the disputed South China Sea. The live-fire event was conducted as part of the annual Balikatan exercises, the long-running U.S. Philippines military drills whose name, derived from the Tagalog language, translates to shoulder to shoulder. Importantly, this year's iteration featured expanded participation from allied nations, including Australia and Japan, underscoring growing regional defense cooperation and interoperability among Indo-Pacific partners. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why sinking a Philippines ship by Japanese Type 88 missile near South China Sea is a message for China. Before we proceed, a word on NordVPN, which is one of the most trusted and fastest VPN brand that has a no-log policy validated by Deloitte. NordVPN provides a 256-bit encrypted tunnel that protects your privacy and also enables you to access contents that are blocked based on geolocation. Its threat protection system helps you avoid phishing, scams, and malware. NordVPN application is available for all the major platforms as well as browsers. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal with massive saving by going to nordvpn.com/defense or clicking the link in the description. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. According to Philippine military officials, 2 volleys of Type 88 anti-ship missiles were launched during the exercise, successfully striking the BRP Quezon within 6 minutes. The target vessel was positioned approximately 75 kilometers, 46.6 miles, off the coast of Pauay in northern Philippines. The BRP Quezon, a World War II-era ship, was originally commissioned into the U.S. Navy as the minesweeper USS Vigilance and saw service against Japan during the Second World War before later being transferred to the Philippines. The exercise was observed on site by Philippine Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro and Japan's Defense Minister Shinjiro Koizumi, while Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. monitored the operation remotely from military headquarters in Manila. In a statement, the Philippine military said the drill demonstrated coordinated maritime strike capabilities among allied forces and underscored Manila's expanding ability to operate alongside international partners in support of regional security and freedom of navigation. Teodoro said, "I'm very, very proud and happy that we were able to pull this off for the first time, and it will only get larger in scope with more partners." The exercises come amid ongoing discussions between Japan and the Philippines regarding a potential transfer of defense equipment, following Tokyo's decision to relax restrictions on military exports. According to Shinjiro Koizumi, the talks include the possible early transfer of Abukuma-class destroyer escort vessels and Beechcraft TC-90 aircraft to Manila. The Type 88 SSM-1 is a sea-skimming, subsonic anti-ship cruise missile. It was developed by Japan's defense agency, now MOD research arm, TRDI, Technical Research and Development Institute, in collaboration with Mitsubishi Heavy Industries. The program was an all-Japanese effort, with no foreign involvement in the core design. TRDI led design efforts in the 1980s, while MHI built the missile airframe, propulsion, and integration. The 6x6 truck is a variant of Type 74 heavy truck family. Each carries 6 missiles arranged in 2 rows of 3 and can fire them in rapid succession if required, with reload vehicles accompanying the battery to replenish expended missiles. A complete Type 88 battery also includes supporting radar and command vehicles, notably the JTPS-P-15 two-dimensional search radar and associated fire control systems, enabling coordinated multi-missile engagements against one or more targets without requiring continuous external target illumination. Within the Japanese military, the Coastal Defense Missile Units are organized under the Ground Self-Defense Forces Artillery Corps. Each surface-to-ship missile regiment comprises multiple companies, each with mobile fire units. A typical company has 4 missile launcher vehicles and 4 loader-reload vehicles. At peak strength, around 2011, 5 regiments nationwide operated the Type 88, covering Japan's main islands. Since 2024-25, new units in Okinawa and Kyushu are being formed with the newer Type 12 missile, but Type 88 units remain active in existing regiments. The Type 88's key specifications reflect its role as a mobile, long-range coastal defense missile system. The missile measures approximately 5.05 meters in length with a body diameter of around 0.35 meters, excluding unfolded wings and pylons, and has an overall launch weight of roughly 660 kilograms, 1,455 pounds. It is equipped with a 225 kilogram, approximately 500 pounds, semi-armor piercing, high-explosive fragmentation warhead designed to inflict significant damage against surface vessels. Propulsion is provided by a solid rocket booster used during launch, after which the Mitsubishi-built TJM-2 jet engine sustains cruise flight. The missile's operational range is generally cited at up to 180 kilometers, approximately 110 miles. The Type 88 travels at high subsonic speed, typically around Mach 0.8 to 0.9. Guidance is handled through an inertial navigation system supplemented by GPS during the mid-course phase, while terminal guidance relies on an active radar seeker that activates during the final stage of the engagement. The missile follows a sophisticated sea-skimming flight profile, using pre-programmed routes and terrain masking along coastlines to reduce radar detection before briefly climbing to acquire the target and descending again to an altitude of roughly 5 to 6 meters during the terminal approach. Like all subsonic sea-skimming missiles, Type 88's design focuses on surprise attack from the horizon. Its low-altitude flight greatly reduces radar detection range against ship radars. However, once in terminal approach, modern warships have multi-layered defenses. Point defenses like CIWS guns or short-range SAMs can intercept threats at close range given sufficient warning. According to defense sources, Japan is upgrading the Type 88's electronics with better ECCM and data link capabilities to improve robustness. Beijing has criticized Tokyo. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lin Jian said in a press conference, "This is yet another example of the Japanese right-wing forces' push for accelerated remilitarization of Japan." He added, "They have repeatedly breached Japan's exclusively defense-oriented policy and relevant rules in international and domestic laws. Some of their policies and moves have gone far beyond the scope of self-defense." Type 88 is a potent threat for any surface combatant. While the missile's subsonic speed provides engaging forces several minutes to react after launch, in literal scenarios, reaction time can still be short due to its low flight trajectory. Viewers may note in this context, Neptune missile was used to sink Russian Black Sea Fleet's flagship Moskva. Neptune, though being a subsonic missile, was able to hit Moskva despite the fact that the warship had a triple-layered air defense system. Type 88's large warhead means even near misses or delayed detonations can cause heavy ship damage. The weapon would be a deterrence for People's Liberation Army Navy warships. China's claim, demarcated by the so-called 9-dash line, encompasses nearly 90% of the South China Sea. This claim is based on historical maps and records, but lacks substantial legal grounding under modern international law. It has been using its military to threaten nations like Vietnam, the Philippines, and Taiwan. The fact that regional nations are cooperating among themselves makes the situation even more alarming for Beijing.